Everyone, just wanted to give an update, just to stay connected. Hope you're doing well. And the question is, how is Trinity Church, how is our church doing during the coronavirus pandemic? And I want to look at it from three ways. Spiritually, how are we doing? Missionally, how are we doing? Because that's important. We exist for a purpose, for a mission. But also financially, how are we doing? Those three big things. I want to just take a few minutes to really talk about that. But spiritually, well, it's a mixture. Because we're all in different places, and some people, obviously, I've talked to several people who have lost their jobs, and there's going to be some some people, there's a promise of a rehire, which is a promise, not a guarantee. So there's uncertainty with that, and that's difficult. But there's a mixture there too. There's some people that seem to be handling it well, others that seem to be really struggling. Those who haven't lost their job yet but are fearful that they may. So I think spiritually, what I'm encouraged by is people are sharing, people are talking about their anxieties, talking about their fears, spiritually sharing about that. And we have this Slack forum, this online community, this Slack community that we've been using, and I've just been so pleased to see so many people sharing prayer requests on there. And even this morning, somebody posted a pretty lengthy devotional on there just to encourage everybody else, and a lot of scripture in there. And so, honestly, it's pretty normal for us to feel anxiety and stress and fear, but to see our church stepping out and spiritually responding that way, to be responding with that kind of spiritual maturity is really encouraging. So I think it's a mixture. I know there's a few individuals that maybe are struggling a bit more. That's to be expected. We're all different. We're all individuals. We'll struggle in different ways at different times. But I'd say overall, I think I'm so proud of our church, so proud of our leaders, proud of our volunteers. Our small group leaders are doing an amazing job, just stepping up and putting their small groups online. And I know there's been strong participation in that. I keep seeing screenshots of different small groups with everyone on the screen on a Zoom call or something. So, honestly, I'm so proud of our church to how we're rising to this occasion. So I would say the spiritual temperature in our church is really good right now. And we just need to be looking out for those amongst us who are really struggling through that. But I think that the strength that we have is we can't remove the suffering. We can't take away, we can't snap our fingers and take away the anxiety, but we can encourage each other and reach out to encourage, to bless each other and give each other hope. So spiritually, I think we're doing decently. I think missionally, I'm really proud of us as well. I think several people have been stepping up to serve each other with different needs that there are in our church, but also stepping up to serve the wider community and delivering meals or just, phone calls to people through the alderman's office, other things like that. So huge thank you to everyone who's been serving. I think there's more room for that. So I was talking to someone yesterday who was saying about this, saying like, well, how can I serve? How can I serve? And the best thing you can do is get on our Slack community. If you're not on there yet, you're a member or a regular attender at Trinity, or you visited us on our live stream, complete a communication card at mycommunicationcard.com. Let us know and we can get you on the Slack thing. But if you're a member or a regular attender, email connect@tri.church and we can get you the information to get on our online forum and our Slack community, and you can learn about opportunities to serve, because there are opportunities there, and there has been a lot of engagement. A lot of people are doing that, so thank you to everyone who's doing that. But I think we could see a little more in that regard. I think we're doing well with promoting our live stream. We put banners up on the building. We're not meeting physically, which is our kind of window, as it were. That's our chance for people to stop by and connect with us and experience worship and hear the word and hear the message of Jesus and connect with the community. We can't do that in our building right now. So we're putting everything online, doing it all digitally. And I think we're doing the best we can with that. I think we've taken some big steps to set up a good live stream and to promote it. So we've got the banners up. We're going to be doing some other things online and asking people to share it. So I think spiritually it's actually pretty good. I think missionally, sharing the grace of Jesus, reaching out, serving needs. I think that's actually honestly going really well as well. And then financially, I've heard a few horror stories of different churches where giving's plummeted and just tanking instantly, and we're not in that place. Actually, as of right now, we haven't really seen a change in our giving. Now that will start to kick in. This is still so new. This whole pandemic thing is still so new, and people in our church I've been talking to who have lost their jobs, it's just happened to many of them. So we haven't seen that hit our financial stability yet as a church. But I would say, I think a couple of reasons why we haven't seen an immediate impact as a church is two reasons. One is we have a very generous church. So thank you to all of you. You're so faithful, so generous. It's amazing. The other thing is that we've done as a church is we've really emphasized online giving, and Christy's sending me a message here. Pray for those who don't know Jesus. I can't imagine going through this time without him and a church family. That's right. So spiritually and missionally, we need to be praying, reaching out to people, and that's why I want to be promoting that live stream, right? What hope we can give to people who are isolated, afraid, and don't know the truth, and they can hear the message of Jesus and receive his salvation and be blessed through that. So I agree with that, Christy. So thanks for saying that. But getting back to the point I was making, so financially, I think, so we're a very generous church, but we've made a really big push and emphasis on getting people signed up for our for automated giving online. And so many people have responded to that. It doesn't work for everyone, but it does help people be more consistent with their giving. So if they're not physically present, they're still giving because it's set up. And one thing is we don't want to be more faithful at paying the gas company or more faithful at paying our landlords or our banks, for our mortgage or for rent or with our landlords. Or we don't want to be more faithful to man than we are to God. So actually setting up those automations can help us just make sure we're being faithful with our giving. And so many people have responded to that, and that they're on the automated giving. So even though people haven't been attending a physical meeting, they're still giving because they're giving by automation. And that's been very powerful to help our church continue to be stable financially at the beginning of this thing. Now, we are making adjustments. We're already reducing costs in many regards, freezing different things and taking a step back. We've already looked at that as leaders, scaling back things. There are some costs that have just automatically been eliminated because we can't get together, but we're taking extra steps just to get ahead of this, because we do anticipate it going down, because we know that people in the church are losing income. And so just want to give you an update on that. We're in a good place because of the faithful giving of our church. And actually, one of our elders, Kyle, is just an absolute whiz with finances and just has set up so many good systems for us. And we have him to thank a lot for just the good place we're in. But, so the other encouragement there is just to say, if you're not giving and you have an income and Trinity Church is your church, please participate in the worship of giving with us as well. So I think spiritually we're doing really well. I think missionally we're doing really well, and financially we're in a good spot. So honestly, it makes me so proud of our church. I think this is the time when, with a crisis like this, that we can shine so bright, and we can show people in the world who don't have faith in God, don't believe in Jesus, show them like, hey, this is what it means to be part of a Christian community, is that we rally around, we're generous, we're trying to look out for each other. We've got such a strong sense of family identity, which is so powerful. But beyond that, we have hope beyond the grave. So we can face, the fear of coronavirus. We can face it knowing that if we die or if we suffer, there is something so much better in the next life, that we're promised that Jesus, and we're going to be celebrating this coming up in Easter, that Jesus died the death that we were supposed to die, and he was raised from the dead, and we are united with him in his resurrection. So we're promised life forevermore. We're promised this incredible future, eternal future with God in his family forever. That's the hope of the gospel in us. So we can face this moment, even if our lives are in danger, even if our lives come to an early end, or earlier than what we think they should come to. We know God is in control, and there's something so much better beyond this life that we're going to be entering into. And so that's the hope we have, and that's the powerful thing of being part of a church community. That's why we pray for each other. That's why we're on mission. That's why we give. That's why we serve. So I just want to encourage you all with that. Our church is actually doing great, and we're doing great because of each one of you, because of your response, because of your faith. And honestly, we have amazing volunteers and amazing leaders, and our staff are doing just an amazing job behind the scenes, trying to pivot all of our ministries to be digital and be online, and just some amazing things going on. So thank you to everyone. I'm praying for you, continuing to believe God's best for you. Please reach out to us. Text us if you need prayer. 773-789-7071. You can text a prayer there, or a need if you have a need as well. That number 773-789-7071. And just we're continuing to pray for you and believe in God's best for you. So thanks for listening, sharing, and be encouraged. So, yeah, take care.